Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Charm Readings by Jess or Charmed by Jess, depending on where you found me. This is a weekly reading for May 13th through the 19th. Happy Mother's Day to all of you beautiful, amazing mothers out there. I hope it was wonderful, relaxing, rejuvenating, peaceful, all of the things that you need or you needed for your day. I hope you are celebrated and loved because gosh darn, y'all are amazing. This is our weekly reading, so it is a reading for the collective, meaning some of the messages may resonate with you, some of them may not. Take what resonates, so leave what doesn't for someone else. If a charm comes out and it means something specific to you, please follow your intuition and take that meaning for what it is, a confirmation or affirmation or a sign specifically for you. With that being said, spirit, guides, creator, ancestors, angels, guides, please let us have some messages for the week of May 13th through 19th for the greatest good, for the collective. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's happening in the universe with our energies for the week. Wow, guys, it's going to be a lot. We had some fall off, so hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. So we had the horse kind of fall off. He landed right off the page here. I guess he was more like there. So for your inner self. So we'll talk about him in a minute. First of all, we don't have a clear yes or no. We have charms landing pretty solidly in both. So take that as it resonates. Over here is Sagittarius. Over here in the yes is Sagittarius. In the no is Aries and Capricorn. So perhaps that is your sign. If that is and it resonates for you for a yes or no, again, take that as it resonates for you. I'm going to go ahead and kind of scoot some things around just so we can get a clearer picture of what's happening, and then we'll dive into the reading. So I'm just following my intuition here on where things belong, just as, again, to get a little bit clearer of a read as we move through some energies here. Okay. All right, folks, and then we're going to talk about these two charms that are right in the middle. So I'm, just remember that they, one landed on top of the other. We've got the spider web, and then I'm going to flip him over just so you can see him better, but remember that that's an energy that's in reverse. So the two charms that landed in the middle, that kind of is an overarching energy that kind of encompasses and touches all areas of our life and our week this week. So first of all, we have the spider. Spiders really talk about, sorry, I just kind of have this like, woof, really quick heartbeat. Spiders are all about manifesting abundance. They have lots of babies, so really good as far as manifesting lots of things. They also are masters at those fine details, right? When they spin this web, really paying attention to the detail, and it's fine work that they do, and it really is creating this beautiful web that is really delicate, and it takes time to create. A spider doesn't just go, whoop, I'm going to spin a web and bang, there it is. Yes, it can happen quickly, but it also is delicate work, and it doesn't happen split second. It often takes really to create the full web. It can take overnight to really come full circle and into fruition. I'm also hearing some of you may be in a sticky situation, so be careful about that as well. The elephant is adorned for war, but that energy came in reverse. So it's time to really take a step back. If there are things, for those of you who are in the sticky situations, it may be time to kind of take a step back, not really engage in those battles this week. Pay attention to the details of what's going on. you're going to find some keys with that sticky situation, and kind of like looking at the intricacies of what's going on within. I'm getting within a relationship. It's not time to go to war right now. It's time to kind of look at the details of what's going on. Anyway, wow, that got kind of deep pretty quick in sort of the overarching energy for the week. And that could be also not just relationships, but it could be, within a workplace situation, or it could be within family, dynamics. It could even be, a conflict that you're having with yourself. It's time to kind of take a step back, not go into war, and just sort of, contemplate the details of what's going on. Our current energy, that's the energy that you're presenting out this week. You have the Libra and Aquarius energy kind of overlapping there, right? So it's interesting that you have the connecting, intuitive, social of the Aquarius, and on top of the peace, harmony, cooperation of Libra. It's interesting that they're face down. So maybe you are facing some kind of conflict this week, and you're kind of feeling like you're ready to fight. But again, the message with the elephant in reverse is like, pause. Just pause. Don't go to battle yet. Embrace that kind of that harmonious, like just pause. And then in your inner self, so that's how you're feeling about yourself. You have the Sagittarius energy, very focused, fair-minded, inspiring, really dedicated. Like, where you're going, where your goals are. Again, it's in reverse, but what's showing up here is optimist. So even when things are feeling tough and you're not really sure where you're headed, like if you're not really sure where you're headed, you definitely have a positive mindset about it. And you know that no matter how things, how the cards fall, good things are coming for you, which is 100% true. Now, the energy that kind of like fell off. So either this is like coming in for you, or an energy that you are being called to remember is here, but you kind of have put off to the side for the week, is the energy of the stallion. So this strong, fast-moving energy, the sense of like freedom. Don't forget that you have those qualities within you. And even if you're getting bogged down in some of these nitty-gritty details and some sticky situations and conflict, there is that strength, that sense of freedom within you. And maybe we just need to remember that this week as we kind of like work through some of those details. With our others involved, I'm getting that there's an energy within, because of where it lands within this tree on your family roots, that there's a family member who's kind of taking lead, taking charge of a situation, who, when you're feeling unsure of where to go, they'll guide you in the right direction. They're not steering the ship, they're not making decisions for you, but they're guiding you in the right path. It's time to call on them, a trusted person, to kind of steer you in the right direction. Again, they're not making the decisions for you, but they're kind of guiding you, asking you the right questions, getting you to think about the situation maybe in a different light that'll help you bring clarity. You also have the Aquarius energy kind of overlapping in the others involved. So maybe you have someone who is an Aquarius, or again, maybe embraces those or shows those kind of traits, that prejudice, connecting, inviting, social, kind of go with the flow personality. They can be a very strong personality, but they really are able to just let people be who they are, and be like, okay, you do you, and kind of can maybe balance some situations out this week. Excuse me, I'm going to pause and take a sip of water. Thank you. With the issues at hand, again, I really think the spider web being more of getting that in that sticky situation, being the issues at hand. I know that's kind of like the overarching energy, but I really feel like that's a focal point of the issues at hand, to getting kind of like caught up in, maybe even for some of you, other people's business, not even your own. But for things to avoid when dealing with this situation is, you've got the Aquarius on top of the Capricorn energy, which, man, not Aquarius, Aries on top of the Capricorn energy, Aries, that really intense, like, go get them, like, I know what I want, I'm gonna go get it, I don't care how, I'm fast moving, intense, fearless, but also like really fun and exciting at the same time. So it's just a very strong energy, smack dab on top of that Capricorn, which is about energy of like accomplishment, mastery, honest, hard work. So really, you don't want to get caught. The message here is like not getting caught up and like plowing through things just to get them done. Make sure you know. Excuse me. You know where you're headed. You know how. Sorry. Let me pause. I'm hearing a couple different things, that's why I'm pausing. For some of you, you're being called not to just plow ahead, not to just forget about your mastery and accomplishment and override it with just going forward. Take time to really, maybe there are some pieces that you still need to learn, you need to practice, you need to go over you need to tune up is what I'm hearing. Like you just kind of need to fine tune. That's it. Fine tune some things before you can move ahead. But like, don't just plow through. Take your time with it. For those of you in regards to this like sticky situation, again, don't, the message here is like not forgetting sorry, there's like, I'm just like, not. Is to not be so intense about how you approach this situation. Instead, kind of come at it from the back end of that Capricorn energy, like of that mastery, that wisdom. I'm getting this message that it's a delicate situation. So instead of just being like, no, look, this is how it is, this is how I feel, this is what we're going to do, let's just go. It's going to take a little bit more. Again, that fine tuning is what I keep hearing. That like that delicate balance, that wisdom, that intuition, that just knowledge of all parts of whatever is happening here that's showing up for you, that really will help kind of like transition things smoother, more smoother word, you know what I mean. For the butterfly, things to avoid: getting so caught up on the transformation and change that we forget about enjoying the journey, and that, it's not all about that end process. It's not all about the end goal. It's, also the journey of it, the learning process of it. You can't just be an egg and then be a butterfly. You have to hatch. You have to be a caterpillar. You have to grow, then turn into a chrysalis, then a gelatinous ooze, and then you can reform and then emerge as a butterfly. Like, you can't skip any of those steps. So make sure that you got to do the work. right? So don't be so focused on that end task and forget, like, skip steps in between. For the actions to take, do the work, right? And we also have to maybe put a little, like, energy, the money. I think I said this in an earlier video, maybe it was this morning's daily read. Energy is money, money is energy. There's like an exchange there. So really we need to put in some energy. There is an exchange of energy that needs to happen. We can't just expect other people to do all the work, or we can't do all of the work and expect things to change. Like, there needs to be like an equal give and take. We need to do some of this work to get to that butterfly stage. Coming to that end of this part of the journey, it takes time. It's a process, and just because you've come to a butterfly stage once doesn't mean that we're at the end and nobody's fully arrived, right? We all know that. It's just one of your journeys. There are many, many more to come. The elephant, again, he was kind of in the middle, but I feel like he's also part of that actions to take, having this calm, peaceful energy, kind of like lay down your weapons, take your time with the situation. It's not going to just snap your fingers and be done. Just take your time. And I also, my gosh, I forgot, like, I totally missed contributing factors. I don't know how that happened. There's a little guy in a canoe, and he's actually paddling towards the spider in the spider web here. It's almost like you have this feeling that, like, no matter what you do, you're just headed towards, heading towards this situation, and you're doing the work. You're swept up in emotion. Water is emotion. There are some translations, like biblically translated, where water is truth. But water typically in spiritual practices represents emotion. So it's almost like you're getting swept up in your emotions, and it's carrying you straight towards a sticky situation when it doesn't have to be. You kind of like take a step back and follow your intuition and your inner wisdom. Might kind of pause that for a minute and not lead you to get quite so intertwined in what's going on here. The resolution, I really feel like there's a balance here. That equal exchange can happen. Coming into a place of strength and balance and harmony and intricate details and manifestation, and all of those good things can happen. It's just going to be about finding your voice. Even taking some advice from others sometimes can be helpful. Again, don't let them make the decisions for you, but having a sounding board, someone who can kind of steer you in the right direction, particularly if we're caught up in our emotions, can be really super helpful to just kind of guide you in the right path. So thank you, Spirit. Those are our charm messages for this week. I hope that some of this resonates for you. I would also like to pull a card for the week as well for our energy, and hope that kind of wraps it up. If this reading, wow, we're not even gonna get the shovel very far for this one. But if this reading resonates with you, please hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know how this is resonating or showing up for you in your life. If you would like an individual reading, the links are in the description box below. Our card for this week is the Spirit Guardian of Autumn and Letting Go. So not holding on to beliefs, patterns, situations, thoughts, feelings. relationships, whatever it is that's no longer serving you. You're being called to let it go. Autumn is also about harvest. So those things that are meant for you, harvest them. I just see all of these beautiful leaves, and it looks like she's kind of like, it almost looks like she's pulling something out. So like, while she has, the card says letting go, it also looks like she might be harvesting as well. So kind of finding that balance between letting go of things that no longer serve you and harvesting what you have sown. It's a beautiful card. Thank you all for sharing your energy and time with me. You are absolutely the most important part of this reading. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have an amazing week ahead. Thank you, Spirit. Much love, much light. Namaste.